As you grow your business, one of the things that you can do is also plan for exit at the same time, whether you decide to do it or not. And this is why your growth strategy should include an exit plan from day one. Oh, Orona, I'm Scott Sylvan coming to you live from Tahiti on a perfect day to talk about business growth, opportunity, exit planning, and a fantastic day to talk about you. You know, as you're running your business and you're scaling, the infrastructure that you put inside and put in place has a dual purpose if you're doing it right. So let's say that you are scaling your business and you keep hitting some roadblocks and you decide, hey, I think it's really time to put in some standard operating procedures. That's one of the functions that you need to exit your business. Let's say that you're like, I want to relieve some of the pressure on me as a founder, as an owner, as an executive, as a president, whatever title that you decide to use. Decision bands and authorization that allows for people to make whatever decision that they need to. And what you're going to find is these adjustments as you're going can automatically increase your multiple if you decide to sell. You don't have to, but why not prepare to do both at the same time? You're already inside making changes in your business. You're already having conversations with management and the team. Why not prepare for that massive multiple on the way out? Because you can actually do both. So this is why I'm a huge fan of the 5-4-3-2 framework. You make a decision and say, hey, I'm planning on selling within the next 5 years. It doesn't mean you have to sell at the end of 5 years. For the first 2, you go inside the business, you make changes, you have your standard operating procedures, your org charts, your decision bands. You have you look at your client base and you diversify clients. These are all things that as you're scaling your business, you're talking to your team about. And client concentration is a huge problem along with the decision making. So if you're going to the team and saying, hey guys, girls, dudes, chicks, we really want to grow this business, you would start saying, hey, the type of client that we want has these attributes. And then you would also take a look at your contracts. Do you have reoccurring revenue? Do you have years on end? It's easier to start this conversation with salespeople 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years out than like last minute. And you know, when a company goes to buy you, they want the history, they want the proof, and you could use it to your advantage. When I talk to business owners, entrepreneurs, offer owners, practitioners, what I normally hear is, hey Scott, on the scale side, I really wish that we would have done dual planning and put exit planning in, whether we decided to use it or not. You may not ever decide to use it, but if it's there, it just makes it that much easier for that window of opportunity. And when you combine this with a Titan's thesis of saying, hey, here's all the information about the company, here is everything that you need in a book, and this is how the company operates and how it runs, what you're going to find is your growth strategy should be an exit strategy at the same exact time. And a good coach, a good mentor, or a good M&A advisor, or a good consultant is going to recognize that and say, listen, you're already having the tough conversations inside of your business. You're already having to make the changes. Why don't we just make a few more and just have a few more difficult conversations? And one of those is going to be the people who are on your team. You may find that some of the people on your team don't belong on your team and it's time to let them go. When you have optionality and growth, one of the things that you're going to find is this. You may get to a point where you say, hey, I want to sell my company, and then decide based upon everything you've done, say, I just want to sell it when the time is right and when the time is ready and I don't have to be pressured. It makes it so much easier for you. Selling a business, selling a practice, selling an offer can be stressful. It just depends upon your nervous system. Some people thrive on it. They're like, I love this, I love stress. And some people, the reason that they don't ever put in this work is because they're worried about how hard it's going to be. And if you've got a good person on your side, it alleviates some, I'm not going to say all, it alleviates some of the pressure that you're going to have. So growth strategies, as you're looking and saying, hey, I want to grow, the question really should be, what are the conjunction, what in conjunction can we do with the exit strategies, because we're already having the conversations. Be aware, if you're on the growth side and you've got a trajectory, add in a couple more layers and see what it's going to take to get to the exit. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.